And then for me, the highlight this week, Batman Dark Age, Mark Russell, Mike Allred back together after Superman Space Age. Anyone else read this? Is it just me?
I just finished Space Age.
Okay, yeah, I saw that on your list. So here's the thing about this book. It really reinvents Bruce Wayne. Again, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's very much about, it's almost kind of like a what if. What if Batman's origin story had gone slightly differently? And you still have the same basic conceit there. You have his parents die. You have, thank you. You have Alfred raises him, but it's almost like everything kind of goes wrong. Right? In the fact that he knows who murdered his parents. And I kind of want to talk to Mark Russell about this, because the big bad guys in this are a gang organization or called the False Face Society, which is a real Iroquois Native American secret society. And I'm curious if that was like the origin of it. But it's really fascinating. But the thing is, Superman Space Age felt like, to me at least, like a one-off, right? So I was really surprised to see this, because I kind of felt like, oh, this is just going to be their one-off take on Batman. No. By the end of this, it ties to Space Age. And I don't want to spoil how, but I just want to say, if you read Space Age, Clay, remember when it was set and what it is referencing in the background from 1985. And what I'm wondering about is if Russell and Allred are going to do a bunch of these series, and it's going to lead to a redoing of that story.
Oh, I hope so. I'm loving it.
That'd be amazing.
Space Age is great. I mean,
yeah. I loved it.
I mean, Ultimate Superman story beyond All-Star Superman.
I know. I totally agree. It's so good. Yeah. So anyway,
we'll just segue into you, Clay. Tell us about.
Yeah, I mean, there is probably a handful of Superman books that I can go. I'll go back and reread, or just bring something new to it, or and All-Star Superman will always be my top book. This one may be beating it out, because it is doing original shit with Allred art, and Russell, just like any of the books he's done up to now, have always had this great twist or a new angle. And Space Age does that. Like the final piece of what happens in this book is amazing. It's just like you just go, oh yeah, like he is the strongest. He is this, but he's also smart, and he can also solve problems with his mind. And we don't get a lot of that from Superman. So it was just fascinating to see the angle on how he was able to do what he did in Space Age without really, spoiling the ending on it. But it's just a beautiful book too.
I feel like what Russell and what Morrison tap into in their respective stories is the Silver Age Superman. Yes. Because in those stories, he's more often using his brain than brawn, right? He's outsmarting people. And
there's more hope. There's always a sense of hope. Yeah, I don't know what it is in the later Superman years, but there's always just a darkness ahead. And Superman is he's bringing the light to everything, and he really does in Space Age.
Oh, it's so good.